Okay.
16th, yeah.
Gosh, I'm a day.
I was sure that Selena had got the right date.
Okay.
Okay. Sienna, right? Yeah,
Sienna.
Sorry. Sorry. The Unsafe Building Commission here in the city of Richmond, Indiana. It's 10 a.m. Can we have the roll call, please?
Dwayne Heater,
Here?
Rhonda Dooning,
Here.
Diane Whitehead.
Here.
Here. Has everybody had time to review the minutes?
If there are no questions or comments, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of June 18th.
I'll make a second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. The nature of the business today, we have no proof of publication that was needed, so we have no need of swearing in any speakers. So there is no old business, so we'll move on to new business. The first property is 103 North 17th Street, an emergency vacate, sealing, and cleanup. Inspector Bill Henry.
Good morning.
Morning.
103 North 17th Street, Richmond, Indiana. The owner was Lloyd Waugh. Property has been vacant for some time. There was trash and debris throughout the property with no running water or electric, overgrown vegetation. The following pictures will depict the conditions. Picture on the left is the front of the structure on North 17th. Picture in the middle depicts the vegetation that is overgrown. The building was unsecured. The rear of the building, as you can see, severely overgrown, and entrances to the structure was open. The front porch had broken windows. Most of the windows in the structure were broken or missing, and again, the structure was unsecured. There was people going to and from the building at all hours. Here you see the inside of the property. The picture on the left depicts a canister that was sitting on a makeshift shelf that was a flammable hazard. And you can tell from the furniture that people were in and out of the structure. Again, more pictures depicting the conditions. The picture on the right was a garage. People would also come and go in the garage. These are the after pictures of the vegetation was cut and cleaned up, windows and doors secured. And since that point, there's been no indication of anyone entering the property. So at this time, I asked the Unsafe Building Commission to affirm the emergency action taken by code enforcement.
Do we have any questions?
Okay, let's see.
Motion?
I'll make a motion to affirm the emergency action taken by the enforcement authorities for the property located at 103 North 17th Street, as recommended by the enforcement authority and based on the information provided by the enforcement authority with respect to the condition of the property.
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. President,
Yes.
can we also note for the record that there is nobody here to speak because there's absolutely nobody in the audience? So can we just make sure that that gets into the minutes?
Okay, thank you. There's nobody here to speak on this property. As Assistant City Attorney Vessels has stated. So do we have all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. The next property is 123 South 13th Street, emergency vacate, sealing, cleanup. Inspector Bill Henry.
123 South 13th, Richmond, Indiana. The owner is William Beekman. The property has been vacant for several months. Code enforcement's maintenance crew had boarded up a couple of windows and doors. There were squatters that would come and go and continue to break in this property. Also had a small fire on the property some months ago. That fire, the damage done was not something that would be an emergency situation or pose a threat to anyone. It was contained to 1 or 2 rooms inside the property. Courtesy letters were sent, fines have been issued, and there's been no contact with the owner.
It's listed as an emergency. It is an emergency or it isn't?
It is an emergency just because of continued break-ins. The windows have been broken out and people staying there. So it was determined to do emergency seal and seal all windows and doors and just clean the property up. There was, Kim?
I had written down in the courtesy letter that there was combustible containers. Did you already show the picture of that, or did I miss it?
I haven't showed a picture of that. Of course, here's the front of the property. There's trash and feces on the ground. And this property was, of course, this is a vacant or unsecured door. Let me go back to these pictures here. These were Cedric had started, Mr. James had started this property, and I only had access to a few pictures when I did
Oh,
it.
there might have been pictures that were sent
Yeah.
to you all that just aren't present, but I think when we get to the cost hearing, those will be present at that hearing.
Yes, absolutely. So my apologies. This is the after pics. Vegetation was cut, windows and doors sealed, and the property cleaned up, and I have no reason to believe that anyone is entering the structure. The inside conditions were pretty bad also. So at this time, I asked the Unsafe Building to affirm the action taken by code enforcement.
Do we have anybody here to speak on the property? Nope, we do have nobody in the audience. Any questions?
No. I'll make a motion to affirm the emergency actions taken by the Enforcement Authority for the property located at 123 South 13th as recommended by the Enforcement Authority and based upon the information provided by the Enforcement Authority with respect to the condition of the property.
Second?
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Do we have any other business? And do we have
No, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
okay, and I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.